Hello, Bernadette from Bernie's Creations, and today we are going to have some fun. I'm going to ask you the same thing that I asked my Facebook group. What do I'm going to shells? Where did they go? Oh, there they are. Twigs. Whoops, shoot, I just dropped one. Netting. Pieces of a clay boat. And an oceanic background have in common? Well, today you are going to find out. So, you know the routine, TikTok and YouTube. I'll do this again at the end. Like, comment, subscribe, follow. I'm going to put you in pause for a moment and I'll be right back. Camera on. Okay. Just waiting for people to come in to the live. I'm doing a little bit of housekeeping, so to speak. Because when we do a paint pour, there generally is a lot of paint, extra paint. So what that ends up doing is it ends up making something called a skin. And that was off camera. So it ends up making a skin, which in turn, let me see. Oh, that's still off camera. I'm not going to use that because that is paint that I spilled. So anyways, this is a skin that I took off of this tray. And I peeled it off. And then what I will do is I will either use it as in other backgrounds for other paintings, or I will use it to make jewelry, coasters, bookmarks, and things like that. Okay, I'm going to get the blue paint off of my shells. Actually, I'm going to put this aside first because we don't need it today. I'm going to put it over here. And then I am going to get the blue paint off of my shells because the shells don't need blue paint because the shells are going to go in the sand. Okay, so I found some, Kim actually suggested, and I should let people know. I'm going to just pull you over here a moment and broadcast. Okay. Someone is here, I see. I just don't know who. Share broadcast. Kim. Cindy, because it's kind of hard to choose. It only gives me a very small selection of people that I can invite, which I don't know why. Okay, and I'm going to invite Dorothea and Doreen. All right. Okay, now put this, aim it down again. Trying to see, there we go. Okay, now I have two more shells that I need to clean off because they don't need blue on them. In there, and actually this one is still, I'm going to have to do a better job of cleaning that one off because that one is still blue. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, Kim had suggested shells. And I know I've got shells, because I've got stuff here, I've got stuff in the garage, and I've got stuff at my place, I didn't exactly know where the shells are. So anyways, what I'm going to do, so I went to Dollarama last night, and I bought a bag full of shells. And then I went through them. Oh, there's the other one. There's one of the little shells. Look at the little tiny snail shells I found in going through. I didn't want to use larger size shells. So as I said, I went through and I found these and that one was together. That one was one. And because I knocked the thing flying, it broke, or it came apart, because it was together, but now it is not. So anyways, different. And then I was thinking, because I saw these ones, and I was thinking, you know, it would be really cool if I could find some little ones, because those are actually way too big for what I want to do. And lo and behold, I found two. That one's still a little big, but then I found this one, and it is the cutest. And then I also found one of these, which, I mean, the other ones are like that, and that's way too big. And then there are these snail shells, which are way too big, but I will definitely use these in something else. And I will definitely use these ones in something else. But anyways, so these are the shells that are going to go on this painting. But for now, I mean, I may even add some more of these because I've got some, well, smallish. Well, there's a, put that in there maybe. They're not small, but they are small-ish. So you'll see. And then if I find another one that is whole, that would be cool. I don't think I will, but anyways, for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this in 3 segments. And just not sure. I think I'm going to start with the sky. So I'm going to do this in a bit of a, okay. I'm going to do this in a bit of a pour. I mean, I did do the background already, but I just want to add a little bit more into the background. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it as a straight pour. I don't want a whole lot of paint because I don't want to totally cover what I've got. But I do want to add to this. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to add a little of that just add those colors. And then I'm going to add a little bit of white. And this is pearlized white, so it's metallic. I should have, okay, I'm going to put it in here. Oh, well, that didn't go over well. I'm going to put it in here, and then I'm going to add just a little bit of water. It's stuck to my finger. Now, where did I put the water? When I spilt things over, fortunately my water was over here. Otherwise, I would have not sure what would have happened. It would have been on my laptop. Okay, put that over there. Okay, so I'm going to pour a little bit of white. Actually, I think I'm going to torch it first because of all the bubbles. Okay, so I'm going to do segmented. I'm going to do the sky first and do the little bit of the pour, and then I'm going to do the ocean, and then I'll do the sand. Okay, so and I'm going to just, it's pretty liquidy, so, and I wanted it liquidy, so actually, do you know what? Well, yeah, put that there, and then I'm going to do a little bit of a tilt with it. Okay, where did I put that straw? I had a straw. Where did I put it? Yep, right there. Oh, of course the TikTok camera can't see what I'm doing. Okay, and I actually don't want it there because I like how this looks like a tornado coming through. I might actually drip a little bit of the, which one? Metallic sapphire. Right, just drip just a little bit. Hopefully it's just a little bit. again, I don't really want this. Okay, where did I just put it? There it is. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a little bit of the metallic sapphire into. There we go. Did I just, there's another shell. Okay. Okay. Trying to give it a little bit of a 3D effect. Let me know if it's working. Okay, now I'm going to give that a little bit of a torch. You know that it's not going to move anymore when it's not moving anymore. Okay, I'm just going to wipe that off, kind of. Okay, now I'm going to do similar with the water. I'm going to take This is Phthalo blue and neon blue, and I'm going to pour the neon blue in with the phthalo. And then I'm just going to pour a little bit at a time. This time I'm going to go all the way down. All of the this blue went in here. Oh, I guess it is popping up. Oops, not into the sky. Okay, and again, I'm going to use my straw. I wasn't sure if the straw was going to work, so I also brought my blow dryer out, but the straw seems to be doing pretty good. Or at least I like what the straw is doing. Okay, now the other thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to, oh, I need that still, is I'm going to take some of the white and I'm going to just kind of go like this. Okay. I don't think this is catching all of it or very much of it. Okay. Should have actually put some silver in or some gray in there, and I still can because I have it right there. Okay, I don't want it looking like clouds in the water. not seeming to be able to get this camera, my TikTok, YouTube camera set up properly today. Now I'm going to, all right, now where did I'm actually going to use one of these. Where did it go? Okay, well, I have a skewer that I had set up here. Maybe it went flying with the And the inspiration behind this painting is AB Creative. I've been thinking about doing a texture pour, and then I saw AB like after just minutes after saying, well, actually minutes after doing my, because I've taken an inspiration from Kelly Stowell or Feral Art. And she's been doing these 100-day challenges. And I thought that was really cool. But I didn't want to do 100-day. I wanted to do according to the number of different types of pours. And who knew? There was more than 60 of them. I definitely didn't. So I had initially been thinking about doing bi-weekly so that I would have at least a couple of months worth of, or a few months worth of paint pours. But then when finding out that there's more than 60, it's like if I only did one every couple of weeks, then I would be doing paint pours for the next 3 years. So I thought, okay, no, I'm going to do it weekly. And so the textured pour actually was my fourth. I put all 60 names onto the wheel generator, and then I went one by one and knocked them all off, and ended up I have just over a year. So this one, texture pour, was number 4 on the list for the wheel. And so when I did that, then I'm thinking, okay, well, who has done a textured pour? And I opened my YouTube and there was AB Creative. And so, and hers was, she did a lighthouse, and I'll link her video with this one. And on YouTube and on, I don't know if I can link it on TikTok, but I can definitely tell people where to go and who to look for on YouTube. So hers was a lighthouse, and I thought, well, I don't want to do another lighthouse. She's already done that one, so I don't want to do that. And then I thought, a pirate ship, a crashed pirate ship. And so I was praying about it and asking the Lord, like, what do you think? Doing a pirate ship, a sunken, shipwrecked pirate ship. And his response was, how about Paul's shipwreck? I'm like, oh, yeah. So that's what this is. And then I went and I created knocked them over again. I went and got some baking clay, and with the baking clay, I came home and I also got a rolling pin, and I created this ship or this boat. And then I thought, well, it's supposed to look like, and it was all intact. And I was thinking, it's supposed to look like it has crashed. So what can I do so I started cutting pieces out of it. So, and then Kim, I had to laugh because Kim said, we're going to have to do something because it actually looks like the head of a dog. I'm like, well, we'll figure something out. So anyways, okay, so that is the sky. Actually, I'm going to pour a little bit. Where did my silver or my gray go? It's over there. With my silver. Oh, maybe I don't have it here. I thought I did, but I do not. I guess not. Just bear with me. I'm going to put you on pause. Okay, so I'm just going to put a couple of drops of silver down on the end with my straw, blow it out. That might not work. I might have to do my handy dandy little paper towel thing that I like to do. No, I totally and completely covered up my tornado that I didn't want to cover. I think I just messed it up totally. My volcano, or my volcano, my tornado. Well, too late now. Can't. Okay. So, but I am going to drop a couple of things of white. Okay. And I was thinking about dropping a couple of little bits of pink in, but I don't know. I think I'm going to just leave that as it is, but now get the sand. Let's just make sure that the water doesn't. Oh yeah, the water's still pouring a little bit. Oops. Okay, now I'm gonna just with my finger. Now, something that I've started doing is initially I've been putting tape around the edge around, but I started using because I was still getting paint on the inside on the canvas, so I started putting the poster board, cutting it to size and fitting it in, and oh, there, that's the skewer, that's where it went. Okay, now we're going to do the sand. So I have Espresso, raw Sienna, and this is, what is it, Cashmere. Okay, now let's see how this pours. Okay, I think I'm gonna, whoop, I don't want it in the water. Shoot. I messed up. Well, I guess I could have left it because I'm putting the boat on top. But anyways, flip it around and I think I've got it too dark. I got too much of the espresso. So I'm going to have to add, once I do this, I'm going to have to add the lighter browns in. Add the lighter brown, the cashmere. Well, hello, Joyce. How's it going? That is not going as well as I had hoped it would be. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to dab the whole thing with my handy dandy napkin. Now I'm going to get another one. And hopefully I can make it look like the water is crashing up against the shore. Okay. Okay, now time to get the boat on. Once I drop the boat, it's gonna stay where it drops because that'll be it. Okay, and then I have all these little bitty pieces to drop on for the crashed boat. There's one of the portal. Oh, that didn't work. That didn't go well. It's supposed to flip over on me. Ah. All right. Now I need Now I have a feeling I'm going to have to put resin on this once it's set and dried. Okay. Now I'm also going to drop some logs or bits and pieces of timber to make it look like the storm has blown up a few things. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I also had some, it's in the office. I have some little tree-like things that I was going to and want to put on here. Okay, now the only thing is I have a feeling I'll pour a little bit of I'm actually, how am I going to do this? And then I also had an idea of making it look like, again, debris coming up out of the storm. And I found orange bag. Had an orange bag that had netting in it. And then I also, with the bag of seashells, it had this clear netting, but I don't know. I don't know that I like the clear netting because you wouldn't actually be able to see it. So I'm going to take that off and I'm going to instead, where do I want to put it? I'm going to take some of this off. Yeah, put that so that it is hanging. And I'll have to pour a little bit of the blue on top to make it look like it's been dragged out of the water. Okay, and then my seashells. You know, I'm going to have to do another, and that's one of the things about me, is that I always seem to have multiple stages of my art, my paintings. So this will have another, segment for it, because once I get the I'm going to be adding on some more waves in resin. Okay. Oops. I'm going to actually put this one in there. Now, I don't want to use this one now. It's too big now. Okay. So I think for now, that's going to be it. Oops. A little bit of adding a little bit of sand or dirt on, well, sand on top to make it look like it's been windy. So I'm going to pull the, I'm going to pause this for a moment and then flip it around. Oh, got to back up a little bit so you can get a full view of what it looks like so far. And then it's, as I said, I'm going to have to add, because of how the shells and the pieces of driftwood and everything is sticking up, I'm going to have to add, or I'm going to have to do a layer of resin. because otherwise the shells and that probably will fall off. But for now, that is Paul's shipwrecked boat. I meant to hit flip. So, thank you for joining me. We've gone over an hour. But that's par for Bernadette. All right. Thank you. Bye.